Hey guys, Kevin here. It is a Friday night, and I've been spending quite a few hours on the last few evenings editing together a wedding video for a friend of mine, coworker, who's getting married tomorrow. And the computer's rendering right now, so I decided to go for a bit of a walk. So yeah, Friday night, having a beverage while I walk. Don't do this often, but I'm walking in a place where literally there's no people, and what are you gonna do? Open liquor is legal in Japan. Having a beer. So I don't know, I just kind of wanted to ramble on about YouTube and my history with YouTube. So some of you out there may have have been following me for a very brief time. Some of you may have been following me for a long time, but I've been kind of long in the tooth, as they say, when it comes to YouTube, especially in Japan. Of course, there are others who were doing video blogs in Japan before me. Of course, give me a break man, give me a flake man, Tokyo Kuni, Kansai PJ. It's not active anymore. Of course, Claytonian. It was kind of the first, as I've heard, kind of the first wave of J-vloggers, and I was in wave number 2. Kind of at the same time myself, Hiko Simon, Fat Blue Man, 11 Colors, others. And I started YouTubing actually in 2006. My first video went up in October of 2006. I was living in Korea at the time. And then I left Korea, moved to Canada, vlogged from Canada. And I've had some, really interesting ups and downs. And over the years, I want to talk about. I knew once I went back to Canada in 2007, early 2007, that I would be moving to Japan because my fiance was Japanese. So once I finished grad school, I would move to Japan. So I started basically just trying to eat up everything I could on YouTube about Japan, and there weren't many people at that time. Oh, I forgot to also mention Softy Papa, who was in that first kind of wave of J-vloggers. And I reached out to these people and sent them messages and talked to them, and they reached back to me, and they were very kind and nice. Eventually I made it to Japan. While in Canada, though, I had a very interesting moment. My first crazy troll attack. I remember it was before the Summer Olympics in Beijing, and I lived in Ottawa, the capital city of Canada, and on Parliament Hill there was a pro-China event / demonstration of people who were cheering all pro-China, how wonderful China was. And there was a small group of Free Tibet, people with a heavy police guard protecting them from the pro-China folks. And I walked by and I shot that, made a little video, and I said, hey, I'm on these guys' team, the Free Tibet people kind of thing. And my channel got raped by Chinese trolls. We're talking like when there used to be a comment section, a public comment section, like literally in 24 hours I got hundreds of people attacking me. And oh yeah, it was just nuts, attacking my channel like crazy. And then a few of my loyal viewers and friends like Kansai PJ and a few others tried to kind of step up to protect me in the comment sections, and they were raped too, basically. And I ended up taking that video down because it just wasn't worth it. The negative attention. Some people like that, I didn't want that. So, hey look, it's a train. Squirrel! Train! Squirrel! So then I ended up landing in Japan, and I got to meet the first 2 J-vloggers I ever got to meet, or YouTube people. It was kind of weird at first, but then it ended up being a great evening. I met KKA Japan, Christine, and she was an original J-vlogger, and Kansai PJ. Same night, we all hung out and went to a Spanish bar and went to another pub, and it was a great evening. Not long after, I organized my first kind of YouTube meetup. That was amazing. Met that Japanese girl. It was in Osaka. I had a new Numeda, Kansai PJ, and I remember Reynolds Air. And those were in the days when YouTube was actually supportive of English-speaking vloggers. Not anymore. YouTube Japan could give a rat's ass about English-speaking vloggers, and it's been that way for quite a long time, sadly. But in those days, they cared and they were excited. Foreigners were the only people really vlogging. And I remember, a guy from YouTube came down to Osaka just for the meetup I put together and brought swag. That was really cool. Now you send an email about something like that for swag to YouTube Japan, and like, there's no point. Like, you might as well send your email off into the ether. Well, that's where it goes, because you'll never get a reply. So then, in time, there was another meetup in Osaka, which was great. And then I met Unrested. And a lot of you out there may be fans of Unrested. What was really cool about Unrested is it was bizarre. I actually met Unrested before I ever knew he was on YouTube, and he didn't know I was on YouTube either. We were actually co-workers, and he worked at a different branch of the same school, and met Scott Unrested at a summer camp, and hung out with him a bit, and he was a great guy. And then one day I stumbled across him on YouTube, and I sent him a message, and he was like, "Holy shit, you're on YouTube too!" And we were both like quite prolific at that time. It was neat. So Unrested had a meetup in Osaka, and Daichen came down from Nagoya, and Fat Blue Man, and there was Samurai Fingers, who was a vlogger at the time in Osaka. A lot of these names you might not know, because a lot aren't active anymore, which is sad. And that's one of the things that. Oh, also a great highlight. My first year in Japan was in YouTube land was being part of the Christmas in Japan collaboration, which Fat Blue Man put together. John Jansen up in Nagoya. The great song "Christmas in Japan." Myself and Kansai PJ came over to my house. We were drinking beer, and we did a little part for that, that was really exciting, because that went mad viral. And yeah, so it was really cool. That first year in Japan really was amazing for me in YouTube, and fun. And obviously, years later, I'm still doing it, but now it's like up and down, up and down. I have periods where I just don't like it at all, and I have periods where I do like it. And I had a video that I shot in Canada while I was in grad school that went viral, big viral. Like, over 4 million hits, and that video made me some money, maybe some good money, actually, maybe some freaking good money. But that Google changed an algorithm, they changed the way YouTube was doing things, and they pulled the plug on that video, and now it's dead. So that the tap got turned off. So now I'm back to kind of doing things for the reasons why I did them originally. Originally, I had very few subscribers. I was getting very few hits, and I did YouTube because I just enjoyed making videos and meeting you guys and sharing with you guys all out there. And then I went through a period where I was making some good coin because of one video, but all the eggs were in one basket, of course. And the one thing I learned, here's an important thing to all you guys out there, if it ever happens to you, if you ever get a viral video, which I hope it does, you do, and I hope you can monetize that viral video and make some money. A viral video, in my experience, in no way carries over to getting subscribers, or getting people to like follow you on Facebook or Twitter, or just like it's kind of a one-hit thing, which is cool. Again, in my case, it was profitable, but it's gone. So now I am back to making videos. Well, not back to making videos. I never stopped, but for very different reasons. I'm not doing it for money. If I was doing it for money, I wouldn't be doing it at all. Doing it because I enjoy it. And I kind of lament that a lot of those great vloggers out there I had great relationships with are kind of no longer around, or they're around in a different capacity. For example, Runny 999, who was Taro. I actually met him in Tokyo. Great guy. We ran our first marathons around the same time and really supported each other a lot. He's become quite successful, actually, with his cooking videos, and I'm so proud of him because he was just such a great guy from day one. But our relationship, we don't keep up. I need to send him messages. Great guy, Runny 999. But he's successful, and I'm so proud of him for that. Fat Blue Man, he's got 3 little kids. He's working on a master's. Didn't have time to make videos that much anymore. Daichen's not around so much anymore. These are all like original people. Kansai PJ, I'm still very much so in touch with PJ, but he just no interest in YouTube anymore. A lot of people just, they're really into it for a while and then they just lose interest. KKA Japan, Christine, who I'm still very much so in contact with. She hasn't made videos on YouTube in years. Basically, she left Japan, and after she left Japan, she didn't want to make videos anymore. Yeah, but new people have come up. New people. You know, you find me and crewmate, Mark. Mully, of course. Gotta love Mully, man. He's the bomb. Mully and his wonderful wife, Tomoko, and they're very active members. Now, the whole thing is like the J-vlog community, as they say, has become so big, which begs the question, is it really a community if it's so big that you don't know who the hell anyone is anymore? Hiko Simon, he's actively blogging, maybe not so much video blogging, but he's still making his videos and doing a lot of cool stuff. Well, he's making videos every once in a while. He's doing some fun stuff with YouTube Live, and then we got gosh, well, see, I told you guys it's gonna be a ramble fest. Yeah. Well, nonetheless, people come, people go. If you live in a place like Asia, Japan, Korea, especially if you're a foreigner, a lot of people come, a lot of people go, oh, train! Look, it's a train again. Squirrel, train. People come, people go. And YouTube is very much like that too. Geographically, the people may not have come and gone. They may be still in the same place, but they just lose their interest in YouTube, or for whatever reason, just decide not to do it. Maybe for a job. You know, to be honest, you know, there's different jobs I've thought about maybe applying for, and if I do that, I'm gonna have to stop doing YouTube and probably have to private a lot of videos. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. Where am I going with this, guys? But yeah, YouTube. Been there for a long time. Been here for a long time. It's changed a lot over the years. I've met a lot of wonderful people through YouTube. And if you ever decide to get into the vlogging, and get active, you're going to meet some great people too. And I've met a lot of great people, and I've seen them come and go. It makes me sad a bit, to be honest. And I think what a lot of that has done is kind of maybe made me not as active as I once was community-wise, because I have met so many wonderful people and then watched them kind of disappear. So you build relationships, you spend time building relationships, and then the relationships end, which makes you kind of hesitant to build new relationships. Is it worth the investment? I guess kind of people feel that way too who live abroad for a long time. You meet a lot of people, and then you say goodbye to. You meet a lot of wonderful people, and then you say goodbye to them, because I've been in Asia kind of long term. This is like 10 years now I've been in Asia, and a lot of people don't stay that long. So I don't know. Well, there you go. YouTube, this and that. Hope you found this video interesting. Kind of longer than most videos I make. Hope you found it interesting. I'm just gonna, like with most videos on this jlandkev channel, like 95%, I just upload them directly from my iPhone. Wait till I get home, till I get the Wi-Fi, so I can do it with Wi-Fi. Alright guys, there we go. Me rambling on about YouTube and my history on YouTube, and obviously I'm still here making videos because it's fun. It's fun. And that's, at the end of the day, it's always good to do things that you find fun and entertaining. Yeah. So there you go, and I hope you are all doing well. Oh, train! Squirrel! Train! Alright. You'll notice like the whole time I've been walking, there's like no one behind me and no one around me. Very creepy where I live at night. At nighttime, it's very creepy. Alright guys, take care. Hope you're all doing well, and see you soon.